Okay, I hope everyone is here. Let's go on a point. So delete trip functionality, that's all we got in hands. So I'm just deleting the trip. So till now, what we have seen, the sorting function, how we can sort, we have to check manually. So because when you go on Twitter, when you go on LinkedIn, many people said that you have to do the automation, you have to do that, you have to do this, multiple things. You can find multiple resources about this kind of things, but better way is it's very easy and it's very hardworking part that you should go for a manual testing. So analyzing on your own, checking the applications and websites and functions manually, and 100% you will find the bugs. Okay. So the next thing which I'm doing right now, just I'll clear this up. I hope everyone it's visible to you. So what we are going to do, that hunting on a target, which can give us a very sensitive information about the applications. So the tool which I'm using right now is a Wayback URLs. Have you heard about it? Yes, Wayback Archive. Yes. So it's very the efficient way you can use a Go tool, or also you can use a Wayback Archive. So go install GitHub. If you see this one, so if you see this is also pretty good. So it will fetch known URL from alien to all. So known URL means which are related to the target, which can be find in archives. And why I use a Wayback or Go tools? So it will help you to get the archive data or the old data from the website, so which can leads to sensitive information gathering. So just for example, so what the code analysis, what the thing we are doing right now. So let's suppose I'm using a Go tool, and let's suppose I'm just searching for Google VRP. So let's suppose they said that Google Alphabet vulnerability revived Google VRP scope. So these are the websites which are under a Google. So let's suppose I'm taking on duo.com. So I'll just take out the subdomains. So find a -d on duo.com, saving all targets into on duo.txt, and let's hit enter. See this, we have multiple subdomains of onduo.com, which is a Google target. And we save that file into, I think, onduo.txt. So I'll just clear this up. And what I'll do, I need all the Wayback URLs or the data from that subdomains. It's a Linux-based command, Sarvesh. So I'm going to read all the files on do.txt. I want Wayback URLs. And I'm saving that output into Wayback.txt. So see the command. So cat onduo.txt. So this is the file onduo.txt which contains our subdomains. My screen is What's the issue? My screen is visible for everyone. I don't know what things are you facing, but it's completely fine for me. So first of all, I'm reading the subdomain file, and from that subdomains, I will archive all the URLs. I will get all the URLs, and I will save that into a text file. So let's start. I don't know how much time it will take, but maybe a lot or something like that. So it's just going on through the terminal. So I think it may take a time. So we have another option that will look into it. So even if you don't have a Linux based system or something like that, don't worry about it. We have another thing. I think I forgot archive URL somewhere here between. Yes, Shanmuga. That's the thing what we are doing right now. Okay, now it's getting see parameters, endpoints, JS endpoints, everything we are having right now. And it's saving all the information into another text file, wayback.txt. So we just need to wait to complete this one. We are good to go. हाँ, यही ढूंढ रहा था. I was looking for this one. So see this, the similar output we are getting right here. Waybackarchive.org, star.ondo.com. So we have the subdomains. Also, we have the endpoints. And these endpoints can give us a lot of information. So user register, let's suppose I'm just opening this endpoint. But we can't find that page. Okay. The dead URL. WP content. What is this CJIDB module? We're just opening each of it. Dead URLs. Mostly we are finding just the dead URL. Some of the domains are still not working. Now the part is, I have a question for you. What are the sensitive keywords you can think? Because that's how we are going to analyze, and this is how it can lead to information part. So I'm just giving you an example. So sensitive keywords as admin, PWD, let's suppose js.json, config API /API, auth key, dev URI, any keywords, because I don't think so. Robot.txt, It's not that sensitive because it don't contain anything. Yes, ID equal to, we can go for that. .sql token, yes. S3 env access git app.js dir path. What other keywords? CDN, yes, we can go for that. Config.js, proxy, yes, that's a good endpoint. Depends on your logic or depends on your analysis, what you wanted to add. So I'm just adding auth, SML, AWS key, secret key, .conf, yes. .csv, redirect. So that will be, I think, SSRA for redirection parameters, but still I will take it. Metrics, yes. .db, .txt also we can check for txt, and so on. So as you can see, the list will go on and on. But why this endpoint? Why this types of list? Is that much important? Yes. So I'm just clearing this up. So मैं तुम्ही लेक्चर ले लो आज. Okay, no worries. I was just joking. So wayback.txt. Whatever keywords we search for, we are going to grep the information. So grep, this is a specific command line, or you can say command, which can go for a specific keyword that we wanted to find. So as we wrote some sensitive keywords like S3, JS, admin, PWD, config, a lot of things. So I'm just greping for .json and hit enter. No output. Let's go for JS. So we have only JS endpoints. See this? So app.js. So let's just, I'm checking this one. So I'll just open this. And it doesn't contain any kind of information. So just the raw information, just the things, just it looks like a garbage because in first stage, we can't understand what's this. So no of the use. So let's clear this up. What other keywords I search for? Admin. So just one endpoint. Mode admin. This is the just one URL. So I will go for key or API. Nothing in API. Okay, we have a key features, and it looks like they have only images. So they have images. What you can do? Nothing. Even new image is not there. No of the use. Let's script for config. Nothing. Yes, Mayank, you can do that, but it depends on a target because you have to go for the target. You can do the automation in this. Better you can check manually because mostly I did the automation in this and I miss many of the stuff. Just clear this up. And okay. So what we have, let's suppose I'm just checking the domains cat.on.txt and I'm just checking because wayback URLs is not giving the output that we want. So I'll just copy all of the stuff. Copying all subdomains. Boom. I'll open all subdomains in this. So multiple subdomains, hope so we can get something. So first they have onduo LLC at lexion.net. So this is the third party. Another domain, iep.googleaps.com. Let's try to log in. We don't have access. This is see the URL dev.internal.onduo.com. So we don't have access for this one. Similarly, other domains looks like same. At lexion.net. Nothing important. This is the one, careers option. Claim your spot. This can be hunted. So let's have what I'm doing. I'm just checking the source, view page source. And if we didn't get anything from the wayback URL, the same thing we can check right here. I'm just checking for key. Numeric sensitive.
Playing from desktop PC GF81T.
Just a moment. Yes, Alexa. Admin. I think key API. Just the one API, just two APIs. I think .json. Nothing in JSON. Nothing much important. So we are not getting the output that we want. Just I'm clearing this up. Firebase TC something, no use. I don't think so. Internet is lagging. It's perfectly working for me. I hope for everyone also. Yes, man. That's what we are going to see. Same domain, same domain. No, it was a different domain, but still. Access and role. Okay, so they have this. Continue. So yeah, here we have the form, first name, last name. Now at this point of information, we can perform a blind XSS types of vulnerability. So apart from that, we are just checking the view page source. Okay, this is something different. So in source only, they have Firebase API key, Firebase project ID, Firebase auth domain, and Firebase database URL. Storage bucket name is right here. Firebase sender ID, ID number 11, and a lot of things. I don't think so. This type of information should disclose in source only. So Firebase key right here is also, and Firebase project ID and Firebase domain. So this kind of information, the three endpoints like API key, project ID, Firebase or domain is a sensitive. So which is disclosed in their source only. Why it is great? Because it's a third party, and currently we are focusing on main scope. So I just removed that third party. That's why I didn't take. So if you check on a websites or program like Backrowd or HackerOne, most of the time they said that third party we don't accept. So even if Onduo is using services of AWS, and even if you find RC in AWS, thing is this, they will say that this is the third party, we can't do anything. And silently they will patch the bug. So in source only, we found this. We didn't even search anything, because if we search for, let's suppose, key, then we can find something like this, key equal to, right? So let's go here, static. another redirection, undo, right here, nothing. SSO, page not found, 404 HTML. See this one. Firebase.json. So I think this endpoint we can try right here. Just checking source. Nothing even sensitive. Key. No key right here. Just the one output. No of the use. 403 forbidden. No access. Nothing. Undo the main domain with no functionalities. So do you see any raw login or register function in this website? Do you see any kind of it? Enroll, okay. Let's go for enroll. It's redirecting. Enroll button. The same one. It's redirecting on a form. This one, nothing. Redirection. All the SSO. Sales.onduo.com. This domain doesn't show anything, but something they are hiding, I believe. Internal server error. Log ID, the same domain, enroll.onduo.com. Access denied, 404, 403. Staging. So see this staging and onduo.com. These two subdomains look like the same one. See? So what's the meaning of this one? No, Praveen. We checked on enroll.onduo.com already. So that's why I didn't check it again. Yes, it's applicable. So onduo.com, this subdomain, and staging.onduo.com. This looks same. So what is the meaning of it? Which kind of sorting we did? Duplicate, yes. So it's the same domain again and again. See another develop.onduo.com. So if you find a bug in onduo.com, so it will work in develop.onduo.com, it will work in staging.onduo.com. So it will affect on their another websites also. So instead of testing same site for 3 times, you can actually test the one site for just one time. It will save your time. So what do you think about it? It will save your time. Let's go back. Mostly I check because if main domain is secure, we used to focus on other subdomains. But if it looks like same, then most probably staging is most of the time vulnerable. Not the development one, because I know development will be not publicly accessible for anyone. Just clearing this up. So we have this target on onduo.com. What we found, just the one API Firebase case ID and something like that in the source, nothing else. Similarly, the same analysis we can do on this one also, on the way back archive also. How? Just let it load. Star dot. I missed the dot part. Now we have this domain Now you have to tell me the keywords that I wanted to find. JS config API. I'm searching for API. Slash API, I should go for slash API. See this one? I have only 3 results. Host parameter is there. So if this parameter, host parameter, including the third party website, what you will do? So if I'm at your place, I will find SSRF URL. Okay, let's search for control F, admin staff login. 3 results of admin. Let's searching for API. Nothing, I think we search for API. Admin we search. Let's search for a key. Nothing in this word. Just images, WP content, JPG. You can check the extension and nothing else. Let's check for config. So config endpoint, this app.buildjack.com/config.js v6. Let's open the output. This JS file, which contains app configuration, which includes the environment. So they are using production. They have production environment, and we have the production environment key, app instrumentation key, Steam chat API key, auth client ID, flat file API key. See this? Storage URL, Google API, and development. So we have production information, development information. Let's see what we have. This production and environment, I guess. So this JS file, which is disclosing the API keys of Google Auth, client ID, auth domain, flat file API key, service ID, service URL. And this is a sensitive information because whatever they are using in environment, like production and development, they are disclosing the internal keys. So categorization or severity of this specific information disclosure is a P2, not a P1, because the Google API key is a third party and BuildJack is using the keys of third party. If you see this one, it's a third party base. Okay, do you have any question till now? Impact. So when we are going to exploit, when we are going to learn about this specific exploit, that how we can exploit this type of keys, that we can access something, that we can perform some kind of activity using that specific API keys. Just for example, let's suppose I have the keys of Mayank house. So I'm not his house member. What will be the impact? I can do anything in his house. So see, if you are able to make impact, yes, Sarvesh, you will get the notes. Everyone will get the notes. So my question is, just for example, if I have the keys of your house, what I can do? Just boom, that will be valid. So just assuming the same, you have the keys of any website, they are using third party. It's their own responsibility to at least cover this endpoint. They can protect this endpoint. They can put the security on this endpoint, but still it's open. We have the keys. So I think it's a Google API key. Let's suppose I'm just checking for key hacks. Key hacks GitHub. So what was the key started with? AIZA. I'm searching for Google. Let's suppose I think mapping key or something like that. So they said something like this. So I'm just copying this URL, pasting here. I'll copy this key. And I'm just checking if they are vulnerable, if we are getting some kind of information or not. So see, so they are vulnerable. No, Prashant, we just checked the way back URLs. We didn't even check the subdomains. So see, if I remove this key from here, Google Maps server rejected your request. The functionality only available if an API key or client ID is provided. So let's suppose if I'm just removing a single keyword from the key, so what response I will get? API key is invalid. Right. So I will add the E again, hit enter. So is this key valid? So it's giving the output. So basically we are able to use that key. We successfully did that. That's how it works. So similarly, just for reference, don't worry, this is just a small glimpse of the first lecture, because when we are going to learn about API key exploitation, we have 1 hour long session for that, because exploiting keys in my way, it's a different kind of thing. So don't worry about it. So what we did, just for example, we took the subdomains, like to, let's suppose our target was buildzack.com. What we did Wayback Archive. We search for keywords. The keyword which is found is config.js. It was disclosing API keys, able to use. That's all. How much time it took? And in the first website, I think from enroll.onduo.com. Similarly, we check the source. We didn't even search for the keyword. So let's suppose we search for any specific keyword like key, and we found the information about Firebase. Just for example, it's task to you. If you have free time, you can do the task. No worries about it. So see, this is the Firebase one. Firebase cloud messaging. It depends on it, whichever they are using. So Firebase. You have API key in source code. You know that. Yes, Praveen. If you are able to exploit a key, then it's valid. It doesn't matter what is the thing of that. If you are able to make impact, then it's good. So you have task that we have information in, I think, enroll Onduo, right? This is the domain. In source, they have this kind of information like API key, Firebase project ID. And what you have to do, you have to try the exploit. You just need to learn about it. Just see if it works for you or not. About the Firebase, just replacing the keys and IDs we can do that. So I'm pasting this in notes. Don't worry about it. Right. Okay, I think meeting is going to restart. I repeat the topic which we are working. That's a little bit low. And yes, I will restart the meeting. Please join again. And we'll go for some questions. Then we'll go for the another topic.